What we do here is go back, 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 back.
Changing my world it really involves everything that kind of I touch. So to me, it means um, my marriage, my kids, and my world, the things that involve Crystal Gale. And I think it's so important for us to recognize that changing our world doesn't always have to be this big global thing, because it's it's how we live our lives in the present. It's what we leave as our legacy that will continue for generations and generations and generations to come. So in my marriage, how do I change my world with my marriage? It means that I make the choice to have a healthy marriage. It means that I make the choice to stick with it when it's hard. It means that my marriage, how does it change the world? My husband and I pastor a church. My husband and I have families, and the way we live our lives, the way we care and love each other in our marriage will affect the people that we love, will affect the people that we minister to. And that's a huge responsibility. Changing the world means having a healthy marriage, because even for my kids, it goes from generation to generation. Motherhood is one of those things that I probably find one of the most challenging in my life. It's an area of my life that I sometimes feel so inadequate, sometimes so unqualified. And yet, God blessed us with 3 kids. And how do I change my world as a mother? I pour everything I have into them. I pray and ask God every day. I'm like, Lord, teach me how to be a good mom to my kids, because every kid is different. I want to be able to see them flourish. I want to be able to see them live and contribute to the world as they grow up. That's how I change my world, through my kids. I pour into them, and I know that what I pour into them is going to again affect generations to generations to generations. I know that what I pour into them will be something that they carry with them for the rest of their lives. I don't want the world to tell them who they are and whether they're valuable or not. I want that, one, to come from God. I want them to know who they are in Christ. And 2, I want them to know that as a mom, and even my husband, as a dad, that we love you unconditionally. There's nothing you could ever do in this world that would shift or shake our love for you. And I want them to have that confidence as they go. How do I change my world? You know what? It really is being comfortable in who God's created me to be, being committed to what God's called me to do, even when it's hard, even when I don't think I could do it, when I don't feel like I can do it. Who He's created me to be definitely changes the world, because there is no one else like me. We all have a sphere of influence. We all have our community where we have a voice. And I know that my voice matters. I know that my voice affects other people. And if there's anything that I care about in this world, it's that the things that I speak, the things that I do are a direct reflection of who Christ is in my life. Any success, any positive thing, any goodness that comes out of the way I live my life and how it affects others comes directly from who Jesus has been in my life. Why is changing your world so important and such a big part of the Hopeland vision? It's because we know how important you are to this world. We know that if you had an understanding of who God is in your life, that you would go into your world and affect it. So Hopeland Church is all about you changing your world. We are all about you living to the fullness of who God created you to be. And it's really exciting to be a part of a church. It's really exciting to pastor a church who has that as a part of the vision. And I pray that if you ever get a chance to visit our church, that's something that you walk away with, and that's something that you experience for yourself. Go and change your world.